Welcome to Season 4, Episode 8, Wetlands. Now, as we can see once again, we have another vertical painting. Exciting. And I was honestly kind of surprised to see that we got another one. I'm going to rotate the mouse pad. There we go. I wasn't expecting another one so soon. I feel like usually when we get a vertical painting, I feel like usually it kind of like it goes like a long while without doing another. So I was like, oh, we got another one. Which, I don't know. It's definitely more a pain than dealing with, you know, just a normal, more typical Bob canvas size. I'm gonna start by filling in the whole background with a light gray. I think that'll go hard. And then I guess for this one, I guess I will want to have OBS like over here. Just so I can like look at it every now and then. The horizon line in the background where the water kind of meets the horizon, it's like slightly above the halfway mark. Just a little bit. So let's just do like, do that. Yeah, that's good. And there is actually like a little bit of blue in the sky. It's like a very gray blue. Now, will I include that? To be determined. We'll see what the vibes are. It might just be easier for Mario Paint to just not include any blue in the sky. I'm leaning towards that, I think. I think that seems a little easier. Sometimes with Mario Paint, when you are picking between colors for a section or how you want it to look, and you're kind of in the middle, it's like, well, it's kind of a bit of this, bit of that. I feel like you just kind of have to like decide. Make a choice. This doesn't have to go like right down to it. But, I mean, might as well, I guess. No, I've had the thought sometimes, like, for a vertical painting like this one, what if I just, like, did it with the normal, just, like, with the normal canvas instead of doing it sideways? Just a thought. Never gone through with it, but... Because there would be so much you'd have to crop out is the problem there, so that, like, poses an issue. Probably not really worth it. High key. Let's make it just so ever so slightly easier. I don't know. It's really worth it. Okay. I think that's good enough for the sky. There's kind of like a little bit of like a dark spot over here, which maybe I could like indicate with like a little bit of like a dark gray. Kind of maybe go back in with the light gray once again and kind of like just fade that out a little bit. All right. Okay, what do we want to do first for the background elements? I guess let's get these trees going. There's a tree that's kind of like right in the middle. Kind of like right dead center. Which usually, I feel like you would normally not do this, but this like really small tree, it's kind of like something like to look at, kind of like a bit of a focal point. So I guess it works in this kind of situation. A little orange on top. Maybe airbrush a little bit. Give it a little bit of something. A little bit of something, something. And maybe get a little bit of like like that, maybe. Yeah. And if we get some of these, just go like kind of crazy with them. And then I'm gonna want to get the dark green. And then do I want? No, I'll just use the 1 pixel brush. Yeah. Something like. A little something like that. There's kind of like this reddish tone. It's like this one part. It's like a very warm tone that I do not possess really. So just to improvise. A little few black values in there. I'll just use another up real high. This tree kind of like zigzags a little bit. And then yeah, it overlays this one, which I could try. Let's see how this goes if we get like the magenta. And then we'll get some blacks going too in there. Okay. Cool with that. Cool with that. There we go. Get some of the dark gray. And just kind of like get some of this going, like some like I don't know, what would you call it? It's like some just like dead little like dead tree trunks or something. Some of these, get a few like that going. Yeah, I'm waiting for the day that I start one of these sideways paintings, but then like I start like doing it like the wrong direction, or I rotate the canvas the wrong way on the overlay, so it's just upside down, which would just be great, honestly, if I ever did that. Go with some orange. I'll get some blacks. You know, something I noticed today is that on the website where I get the paintings from, well, I guess like it's just like a website that has all of the Bob Ross paintings in order, and it just links to the YouTube video, so it's really easy to just like find like each individual painting instead of having, I guess I could just like go to the Bob Ross YouTube channel and just search there, but I'm just so used to doing it from the website. I'll just keep doing it that way for the foreseeable future. But I noticed like there's a section at the bottom where like I guess like people who have like done that painting of the one that you're viewing, like you can like submit it, I guess, for other people to see and such. I'm like, damn, I could do that with Mario Paint. Which is, honestly, that would go kind of hard if people started seeing some like Mario Paint paintings there. I think that'd be kind of dummy. Maybe eventually someone recognizes it and be like, damn, I played this game when I was a kid. Somebody tagged me. Oh, Pokey Clicker. Pokey Clicker. I'll enjoy your daily recommended 3 hours of erranding. I hope it goes just swimmingly. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, there we go. That looks good.
Look at all these people. I don't know any of them.
Anudge.
Amazing. Wow.
You know, speaking of Anudge, kind of cracked the... It's cracked. Cracked. Thank you for the 6 months on a 2-month streak. Damn. You're doing good for 2 months. Well, I hope you had a fun time hanging out with Army. I want to use red, or this one's kind of like, I think this one will work better. I'll use this one. I'm making the choice. Oh, so this is kind of like a little bit too far over, actually, now that I'm looking at it. So I might do a little bit like this. Come back in with the brown. And come in with this, and then do that, apparently. Yeah, okay, this is the right tone. I was talking to Arma yesterday, yeah, and they did say that y'all were watching ZFG Watch Party for a long time. I'm like, damn, okay. Pop off. Pop off, queen. It was literally on all night, so you woke up and he was there. Sounds about right, honestly. Okay, let's do some of this. Now Anna's like, finally I can play Fortnite again and Pokey Clicker. Thank fuck those guys are gone, as Justin is a room over. Fortunately or unfortunately, question mark. There's kind of like some grays in this tree, so let's do like a little bit of this. And come with the brown, get the tree trunk going. Well, type that y'all got to hang out though. Feels good. Feels really good. I think the plan for me right now is finish this, obviously, and then I probably want to work on my Secret Santa thing more because I'm still not done with it because I super procrastinated working on it this weekend and barely did anything on it this weekend. I wanted to have it done by... Actually, I wanted to have it done last weekend, and then I just never finished it, so lol. So that's the thing. But that's okay. I think it's technically in a state where it could be considered done. Like, I could call it done, but I think it could use probably a few more touch-ups, I think. So that's a thing. That's my plan. Also, in case anybody is curious, I guess for those who don't use Snapchat or you're not one of my Snap streaks, because I basically only send Snapchats to my Snap streaks, usually. I decided to make oatmeal today on a pot in the stove, or like on the stovetop. And I'll probably go back to just using the microwave, because I don't think... Well, I think I put in way too much liquid. I don't know. It definitely, the texture was not very hype. Did not turn out super hype. But it was like, for me, it just took too long. It took way longer. And it was more dishes. And it didn't really even taste that much better. But I think I definitely put in too much liquid. Maybe I could have put in some oats, some more oats to balance it out, but like, goddamn. I don't know, man. Just don't know. I don't know. At least for me, having oatmeal for breakfast, the thing I like about it is being able to just have it really quickly. Like, that only takes like a couple minutes to make. Okay, we can get... Let's get this top part going. I think I'll use the dark green for it. And this kind of comes like all the way across, baby. Morning prac. It's a definite. New office, RTA. How are we today? No CEO until Friday. Damn, party. He found a Trump hat in his office. So you're gonna burn it? As it deserves. Burn that shit to the ground. I would, but I want to stay employed. Blubbers. Blubbers. The way of the road. You get no service sometimes in this office, even though you're right next to a window. That's kind of me. Like down in the room here, my phone. Like, let's see, what are we at right now? Well, they don't give you actual bars anymore. At least I don't know, dude. Because phone UIs, they don't like actually give you like individual bars anymore. It's all just like compressed together. Same as like the Wi-Fi. Like it's just like a cone. It's not like individual lines anymore. Which is kind of weird because that means like the information is less clear. Like it's still being conveyed, but it's like confusing. Bro, who the fuck is calling me? Okay, apparently my dad's calling me. That's who the fuck is calling me, so hold on. Anyways, we're back. Yeah, it is kind of dumb. I don't know why they changed. I don't even know when they changed that. When it all of a sudden got changed to just like not really convey the information in a clear way. Yeah, I have to call someone to set up an appointment, but I'll do that later, aka after Mario Paint. Morning, Skittle. Hey. Are we just arising? Also, Prack, all that food that you snapped, that you put on your story yesterday, I think it was. I was like, damn, all this food looks good AF. It looks good. We love good food in this household. You didn't plug your phone in, so no alarms, but I know that feel. I almost fell asleep last night with my phone like just beside me. But then I think at some point my brain turned on and I was like, I should probably plug my phone in before I pass out. Should probably do that. Okay, and then this is gonna be like, yeah, right around here. It's this local kitchen run by a Tamil chef. Definitely will order when your friends visit. It's expensive AF. Valid. Damn. So is that what we're getting next time? We're getting the most un-white people food ever. Morning Monado Gaming. Gaming? Yeah, you're right, man. Oh, yes. You might even be correct there. Yeah. Are you glad to be home, Justin? I feel like most trips, people are usually glad to be home in some capacity. I feel like after like GDQs, a lot of people are like, I'm ready to go home. I feel like I feel like I didn't normally end up feeling that myself usually. Personally. Let's get this. That's just me, at least. Yeah, let's get that just overlaying. We can just use the big brush for this. Get some, yeah, just get some of that big color going. Is Anna getting you to play right now, Justin? I was like, oh, I know when she gets home, that's gonna be on her mind. That and Poke Clicker. And she was all about the Poke Clicker. Sad that no more armor, but feels to be good in your space again. Yeah, that's kind of like I think what it is usually for people. Just it's like, all right, well, at least I have like my space again. my setup, my stuff. Yo, Sienna, good morning. Thanks for the gula with paint. How are you doing? Yeah. Well, in case anybody wants to hear about this, I don't think it's even anything that serious, I don't think. But I guess in case you don't want to hear health-related stuff, you can mute the stream for like 3 minutes. You can go to the bathroom and stretch or something in the meantime, but I went to the optometrist on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. And at this place, they did like a 3D scan. They do 3D scans of your eyes, so that's cool. I was like, okay, that's pretty nifty. I don't know if I've ever had that before, but it was pretty fast. And I guess like the optometrist was saying that like that my eyes like look healthy, but I actually don't know which one, but they said that one of them apparently is bleeding a little bit, and I was like, oh. Which, you know, awkward. I asked the guy if this is like a normal thing, and he was like, well, no. And after the fact, I was like, I meant to, like, I just like was like, oh, okay. But like after the fact, I was like, damn, I meant to ask like, is that a common thing that you come across? That's what I meant to ask. So I was like, okay. So that's a thing. So now I have to, I guess, go to our doctor at some point and get like a blood test done to see my blood pressure. Because the guy was asking me if I lifted anything heavy. He was like, oh, like. And I was like, well, I use like a pull-up bar and I have like an ab roller and such. So I was like, thinking it's like, oh yeah, could maybe be because of like going too hard on one of those maybe at some point. Like, I have no idea. So my dad was gonna call our doctor to get an appointment set up, and apparently he called me like a few minutes ago on stream just now, for anyone who wasn't there for it. And he was saying that I have to like call the optometrist to get them to send their like email the results to like our doctor before they can set up an appointment, which is like, all right, I guess, sure. Little do they know, I'm doing Mario Paint. I can't stop to make these calls and shit. You guys have to paint. So congrats on your 20 stream watch streak, Prac. Damn. He's out here. Yo, Harpoon, good morning. Yeah, I thought the guy was gonna like give me like a copy of like these results or something, but like in like the little like brochure thingy that I had, like it didn't have any of that, so I was like, okay. And like, I don't know if that could happen from just like, I don't know, like something getting in your eye. Like, I don't know, like an eyelash like got in your eye or something. Like, I have no idea. Can confirm though I got an updated prescription, so maybe I'll get new glasses at some point. Yeah. Yeah, right. Just call each other. I guess maybe like the doctor can't call like the optometrist on my behalf. Maybe that's like confidential information or something that isn't supposed to just be given out. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea, but I think... Yeah, I think just considering the fact that they said that they looked healthy otherwise, I don't think it's that concerning, personally. Even though it's definitely like a little like, I've never had that happen before. I've never like heard of that being a thing. But I mean, I guess it's a thing that happens to people. I just don't know how common of an occurrence that is. Dude, do I need to like clean this mouse out at some point? Like, because like the Mario Paint mouse is like a little like trackball mouse thingy. Or, you know, trackball is the thing with your thumb. I don't know. I don't know, man. But yeah, so that's what happened on Saturday for me. So that was my experience. So, yay. But I feel like if I was experiencing like any kind of like intense pains, or like being like, my vision is significantly worse than it already is, because my vision kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. So it's like, I don't think it should be anything of a problem. But I appreciate the support though. That's like, there was actually this one time, like a long time ago, probably in like, God, like 2015 or 2016 or something. I remember I was just experiencing like these like chest pains. And like I had no idea what caused them. It was like a little concerning. So it was like, never had this happen before. I don't know why I'm experiencing chest pains. So I remember I went to like our little like local hospital thingy at some point, and they said that there was like nothing they could find that was wrong. So I was like, okay. And then it just went away. Just vanished. And I was like, okay, cool. So to this day, I have no idea what that was about. I don't know why that happened. Yeah, and like, you know, I don't know. Like, I imagine in my head, like, it could just be like caused by something like, oops, like an eyelash got on your eye, or like just some like random like something got on your eye. I guess since the guy said I should get my blood pressure checked, it's like yeah, it could have been just like going too hard with working out or something. Because sometimes on the pull-up bar, it's like, damn, like I'd be straining sometimes. So it's like, yeah, I could believe it being related to that in some way. Here's what we're gonna do. Dude, this mouse is... It's not moving today. I think there might be like some like dust or something inside it. Let's do that. Get our good friend the Mario brush. Actually, I feel like I haven't consulted Nurse G about this yet. Oh, G. And they also, I guess I have to go back there in like a month, but I was supposed to get my eyes dilated also. I don't remember why exactly. I've had my eyes dilated at like an eye exam like years ago, and that was the only time I've ever had that done, and it was really weird. It was really bizarre when I had it happen, or when I had it done. Like made everything blurry for like a while. But the guy was like, "Oh yeah, we actually don't have time to do it today." So it's like, okay. But I guess he wants me to come back in like a month to see how like it's going, like if how the situation is anyways. So it's like, all right, I guess that's valid. Only had to do it once as a kid, and I still remember feeling so sick from not being able to see. Yeah, it's super weird. But I remember when I had my eyes dilated before, like that optometrist was like, "Oh yeah, like it'll last for like 40 minutes, I think, or something." But like like this time, like this optometrist I went to on the weekend, he was saying that like, "Oh, it'll last for like up to like 6 hours." I'm like, is this some like super like intense version or something? Like, what's happening? Or they changed it since? Or does this place do some like crazy shit? I have no idea, honestly. So that was like, okay. Just wild. Morning, Yoshi. Morning, sir. To be honest, I don't even know how I feel with this painting right now. I don't know. This painting feels just like not very hype right now. I'm gonna be honest. I'm like not super about this one at all currently. I feel like so about this one. You worked from 12 a.m. to 7 a.m. Damn. My guy got up early, or you've been awake the entire time. That'd definitely be something. If you decide to go about it just like, all right, I'm just gonna stay up, like wake up whenever, and then like go to work at the end of the day, and then like as soon as you get home, like fall asleep. Like that'd be wild. I don't think I've ever done that, to my knowledge. Not that I remember, at least. Slept at 4 p.m. and woke up at 11:30 p.m. Damn. Woke up straight to work. Couldn't survive the entire night with no sleep. Yeah, being sleep deprived is not the vibe. That's for sure. Hmm. Hmm. Any snow? Yes, but it's basically all gone today. Oh, it is above freezing. Yeah, we had like a pretty good amount of snow on the weekend, but it is mostly gone now today. Which is like partially expected for this time of year around here. I feel like so often it'll just like snow a bunch and then be like, oops, it all went away. Oops, there's a shit ton of snow again. Oops, it's gone. And despite what one might believe, living in Canada does not mean we actually get like a shit ton of snow. You know, if you're up in Blue Bob's area, you might, because he's a lot more north than a lot of us. Since 90% of people who you talk to in Canada, it feels like end up living in southern Ontario. Even well, I'm pretty sure the technical stat is like that's where like over 50% of Canada is populated is like in southern Ontario. It's kind of whack, honestly. But Blue Bob is like definitely a bit more north. And I'll always say something like I realized like why these sideways paintings sometimes look kind of weird. At least in my opinion, why they kind of look weird is because the whole thing with like with images on a CRT, how they kind of like get blended or blurred like horizontally, so to the sides. And I guess like you're kind of like used to looking at the picture of a CRT that way. But when I have to do like these sideways paintings to compensate for the taller canvas, it's like as if I'm rotating that rule in a way. And it just like looks like really weird sometimes when I notice that. So hope this helps. Random thought of the day. Is anybody actually doing anything special for Christmas? Or do y'all just like vibe? We don't really, like, at least like the past like long while, we haven't really done anything for Christmas personally. We just kind of like chill at home. And I don't think we're gonna be doing anything this year, to my knowledge. Not that I'm aware of, at least. Go to your parents' house, but all your sisters and their parents come to town, so it's nice. You just hang out for 2 weeks. Damn. Just big chillin'. It's a vibe. Okay, well, I guess the most exciting thing that I do is the Secret Santa with friends. That's basically my Christmas, is doing that. Other than that, we don't really do anything outside of that. Adge for Yoshi. Go and drink, go to shows, do festive things, but also rot on the couch. Damn. She's out here partying. We're out here partying. God. That emote is so dumb that it's funny. Return from the ads. You know, my favorite thing about that is how, like, in my chat box right now, like, it says the ad break is still going. And, like, it said that you got an ad, or you said you got an ad, like 20 seconds before, or, like, the ad break in progress appeared in my chat box. I don't know. Maybe it just has to do with, like, regions or whatever. Something like that, maybe. I'm kind of surprised that, well, maybe I shouldn't be surprised that it's not more synced up. Also, yeah, let's see. Seeing your family and doing maybe a live stream before Christmas. That'll be fun. And seeing Sonic 3, which should also be fun. Hopefully. We like it when a movie is good. Will you be seeing the #1 movie, Sonic 3? I have not seen any of them. Maybe at some point, but it's not my current plans. The Lion King movie in sales. Like the original Lion King or the shitty live action one? Is like the original Lion King still like does it have like a box office record still? For like an animated movie or something? There's a new live action one. Oh, okay. I have heard of that, and I'm sure it'll be just as out of touch as the first one. Unless they actually have improved on it. But it's just like, it just feels like such a waste of time. Why make it? Like I thankfully never saw the first live action one that they made. But everyone was just saying how lifeless and emotionless the movie was. I just don't understand why they're like, oh yes, we should remake Lion King. Live action. Is it like the modern day equivalent of when, y'all remember like when every movie back in the day had to have a real 3D version of it, and it was just like, a lot of these are just kind of like tacked on, like unnecessary, just like for the hype. Like it's like, oh look, it's live action, it's more mature. I don't know, it's kind of like laughable how dead and bland it looked. Like, at least the original one looked. I haven't really seen anything trailer wise of the newer one, but just wow. I guess I don't know how they actually do. Like actually, what were they thinking? Oh, connecting the chat, Pog. Alright, we're back. I think the irony is that everyone thought Sonic with old designs. Wait, Sonic with the old design for going to be horrible, and now look where they are. To be fair, that original live action Sonic design was abysmal. It was like, I can't believe that ever got greenlit. I can't believe it even got like a singular thumbs up. And I remember reading that apparently they made that first live action Sonic design like that because they wanted to appeal to a wider audience outside of just Sonic fans. Like, you're not appealing to anyone. This looks like shit. Looks like straight shit. Looks terrible. This all goes back to higher ups just kind of being like jokes sometimes. Which also, speaking of jokes, I don't want to get too deep into it, but I hope, let me just link the damn thing. because it'll save me a lot of trouble and make my explanation easier. But there's a new latest and greatest stupid thing that Twitch has done. You should upvote this post if you haven't. You just have to sign like with Twitch because it usually has you signed out on here, and click the upvote button. But yeah, it's in case anybody's out of the loop, quick TLDR is that so. I think the crazy thing is that back in October, they had like a same sort of thing where it was like, hey, use the stream together thing for 15 minutes with a friend and, you know, get a free like Halloween emote for you and like your chat and anyone like who's watching. And it's like, cool. So Justin and I did that together and it was a thing and we did it. I was like, that was cool. And we got a really shitty 2-frame Halloween emote. What the fuck is it called? Yeah, we got this treat corn. It's actually pretty bad. It's just like, wow, this is so lame. Like, damn. But then when they announced the same thing with the Christmas thing, where it was like, hey, stream together with a friend again and get a free Christmas emote. Yeah, I'm glad though that I saw like on their tweet that they got like a shit ton of backlash, and I haven't checked to see if they have like done anything or made any comment because they're getting so much bad rep for that, rightfully so. Rightfully so. Yeah, exactly. They made a bunch of pretty hype train emotes, so I don't know what happened. I don't know what out of touch higher up asshole made this decision, but fuck that guy. So yeah, that's the thing. So hopefully it causes something to happen, because yeah, it's insanely cringe of them. And I hope somebody gets fired for that, honestly. Yeah, I didn't want to get too deep into that. So new topic. Just wanted to raise the awareness in case there's people unaware of that situation. Which, you know, I was actually kind of hopeful because the other day, Morpheus sent me a tweet, and I was on my phone at the time, so I tried clicking on the link, and you know, I will not update my Twitter app, so my Twitter app still says Twitter, as it should. And when I tried clicking on, because I haven't opened Twitter, excuse me, in like a month or so. I just kind of like stopped using it basically. And when I tried clicking on the link that he sent me, it just like wouldn't open it at all. So I was like, oh, is my Twitter app just like dead? And then I checked and it still worked. So I guess because it was like technically an x.com link he sent, but they used to just redirect to the app. So I guess like they broke it intentionally, probably. The day will come where I just delete the app entirely off my phone, but soon TM, soon TM. I mean, I don't have have any urges to check that app right now, so. I was kind of hopeful, honestly. I was kind of hoping. I was like, damn, I hope the app just doesn't work anymore, so I have a reason to like just uninstall it completely from my phone. I think that would go hard. Damn. How do we feel about this painting? Like, I don't know. It's like okay. That's how I'm feeling about this one. It looks okay, I guess. But I'm not super wowed by this one right now. I don't know. But they can't all be bangers. They can't all be winners. And you know, the classic, as the artist, it's, you know, a lot more critical. A lot more critical, usually, than the viewer, typically speaking. Also, the interesting news, well, not really that interesting, but when we were coming back home on Saturday, at that point, it was like 7 p.m. I think or so when we were getting back home, and I guess there was like a parade coming through town here that caused like a shit ton of traffic, and the way we were coming back, like, the cars were backed up so far. I was like, god damn. I wonder how long these guys have been waiting here for. But then luckily, instead of like just waiting there in traffic, my dad just kind of like veered off and just like took a different route. Which it seemed like most people were not doing that strat. I was like, damn, this is a Chad play. This is a Chad strat right here. Like, not waiting in traffic for God knows how long. Always a hype strat in my book. It's like the times that like me and David have driven to Prax's place. Because it's like an hour. I think like with like perfect traffic and like no slowdowns, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like an hour, like 20-ish minutes, but it usually ends up being like closer to like 2 hours just as traffic. It's just great. And it's like, it just sucks being on the highway and it's like, oops, we're going like We're going like a quarter of the speed limit. Yay. Love this. I'll always be Miley's favorite thing about driving. And it's always hype, like when like you've been going like super slow on the highway for like 20 minutes or more, and then like the traffic clears up and it's like there was just like nothing causing a slowdown. Like there was no accidents, no roads closed or anything. It was always just like man, like why? Like what is causing this to go so slow? Same, Arma. Good morning. You know, it's like another stupid thing is in one of the areas, somewhat-ish, close by. I mean, it's pretty close. For the longest time, these roads were, you could go 80 kilometers on them, 80 kilometers an hour on them, but sometime last year or the year before, they made it so like it's a 60, and like it's just like a straightaway, and like there are like houses, like a few houses like on the sides, and it's like I don't know why they ever changed it from an 80, because it's like I've never heard of like someone getting hit or anything there. Like it's just an inconvenience. Like all the years that I have lived here and gone up that road, I don't think I have ever seen a person walking on the side of the road, or like I've never seen a car like trying to pull out, which I guess must suck there when the traffic's busy. But it's like is it now a 60 just because there's some houses nearby that have been there this entire time? I don't get it. And most people end up just like speeding anyways, going the old speed limit. This is like how well, I guess like kind of an actual reason for it, but like downtown in my area, at like I guess like the main intersection downtown, you can't turn right on a red there anymore because somebody got hit there like some years ago. And you used to be able to turn right there on a red, but then someone got hit, and then I guess I don't know, something. Now you can't. If they vibe at some places here that used to be 45 and are now 35, people do not follow the new one. I mean, for that road that like used to be an 80 is now a 60, it's like, yeah, it's kind of annoying. Like, I definitely understand people like still going the old speed limit. So is the Wii still working as it's supposed to? That's the real question. Does it work? Is it doing the thing that's supposed to, aka just functioning? Haven't turned it on today. Valid. I haven't turned my Wii on in a little bit. You know, I feel like this needs to come a little higher. Maybe just like connect that like that a little bit, like low key. Yeah. We kind of need like a little bit of like browns in there. I think I'm down to call this one done. I don't think there's too much more to do on this one that will affect it too much. So I guess we'll just call it done.